There's a peace that greets you driving into the ancient town of Owo in Ondo State, southwest Nigeria. Particularly if you're coming from busy cities like Lagos, Nigeria's commercial hub. But that peace was punctured when agents of death invaded the St. Francis Xavier Catholic Church in the Ogwalua area of the town in what appeared to be a well-coordinated attack. It was both a black and bloody Sunday for worshippers who had gathered for the Pentecost Sunday service, which celebrates the commemoration of the descent of the Holy Spirit of the Apostles of Jesus Christ. Just as the service was running off, the killers unleashed volleys of bullets, shattering the peace that pervaded the atmosphere up until then.
I got an intel that Owo was going to be attacked. And we heard that the attackers were housed in Jugbere Forest in Owo. I therefore requested for a joint operation to flush them out from Jugbere Forest. We withdrew at about 6 a.m., 06 hours. But about 09 hours, there was an alarm that there was a kidnap in the extreme end of the town. And it was so devastating that I moved the only vehicle we had at that time with all the personnel to ensure that the kidnappers were arrested. Not quite 30 minutes after, we started hearing blast, bomb blasts, explosions. So by the time I recalled my men and we moved in towards the scene, the deed was done.
A courageous member was able to shut the main entrance, leaving the killers to find other openings.
They were trying to shoot, from the windows, but these ones higher, so they couldn't get those ones who were already on the ground. So I was told that later they discovered that door over there, very close to the choir stall, that's the choir stand, they came in through the place because the place was not locked, Then this other door was being used as the escape route for the people. They were escaping through that door. So when they came in through this and they discovered that, a whole lot of persons are moving, so they had to use the dynamite on some of them. Some persons already, because of the numbers, where they've fallen on the ground, like a kind of stampede already. So
since the operation was coordinated, another messenger of death was already positioned somewhere outside the hall to hit whoever attempted escape. Those who escaped the gunshots were caught by the explosive device. 6-year-old Benedict and his mother were among those caught by the dynamite. While he was lucky to have survived, his mother wasn't.
See this place now. This now I cannot control this one again. Because already that day I lied on this boy, my younger one. So that in order to save his life, because I saw the man is shooting the people that's under the bench. I saw this because I already aligned on the floor, and this boy, the head is not safe. I used my hand to dress his head so that the bench will cover his head. So in that, this God that helped me say I should do is that moment I received this name. If not for God that said I should do it, this one it will be among those people that they will bury on that day. So.
When the dust settled, bodies lined the sanctuary. Many of the direct and indirect victims are left to nurse their wounds. And then the case of a child who had lost her only surviving parent in the incident.
2 of them are trying to get over it, but one of them was still traumatized, watching her mother being gunned down in a church. She was in one of the ceremonies recently, and I don't know what happened. She became very hysterical, even to the point of wetting herself and whatever. We have to immediately.
And when you begin to track the escape route of those that came to St. Francis, they would either have come in through from Idashe, from what's this community, that Ute Ichijogun corridor. And those axes, it looks like a ring road that links Ute Umoru Arimogija into the forest along Ofosu.
About 600 worshippers made it to church for that special service, but not all left. Both the state government and the church are trying their best to assuage the loss and the pain.
The state has done a lot, and the church has also done a lot. I'm sure you must have been told about that as well. So I think by the time you look at both efforts, a lot of resources have been deployed towards ameliorating the pains of the people that were affected.
The impact of the attack is not just on St. Francis Catholic Church. A drive round town on a Sunday morning shows strict security measures in place with struggling number of church attendants.
The worshippers, they have now started picking up, coming to God's presence to also appreciate Him for sparing our lives to this time. And then we have also been advised that the churches should also install CCTV.
However things turn out, one thing the worshippers here have demonstrated in the face of their anguish of death is that no matter what happens, good will always triumph over evil, and light will always swallow darkness. Timothy Crown, Aderibibe, Channels Television News.